to another episode of Children's Hour. In this series, we are talking about celebrating the arts. What are some of your favorite artsy things to do?
I love to color. I love to make music. We love to dance.
In this episode, it's all about drawing. And we're inspired by one of our favorite animals, cats. Shall we ask Miss Marva if she would be willing to read us some books and maybe do some activities? Also, Miss Allie is going to do more fun yoga.
Welcome to Scarecrow Video's Children's Hour. We have books, videos, and lots of fun activities to do. Join me.
Let's read a book.
Hats are not for cats. Jacqueline K. Rayner wrote this book. Excuse me, cat. I see you're wearing a hat. But hats are not for cats. Hats, you see, are for dogs like me. Hats are not for cats. Not hats that are big or hats that are small. Hats are not for cats at all. Not pink or stripy or polka dot. Dogs wear hats and cats do not. Correct wearing of cats, check dog, cross out cat. Not hats that are festive or hats that are fun. Not hats for the cold or hats for the sun. Not hats that are fussy or hats that are frilly. Not hats that are serious or hats that are silly. Not fine hats or flapper, not dashing and dapper, not pirate or party, not odd hats or arty. Not hats from Tasmania or Transylvania, not hats from Peru or Timbuktu. Hats are not for cats. Correct wearing of hats, check dog good, cross out cat. Hats are for cats. Fun hats, flapper hats, frilly hats, silly hats, pirate hats, party hats, odd hats, arty hats, cats for the cold, hats for the sun. Correct wearing of hats, check dog, cross out cat. Hats are for everyone.
Let's craft. What you need?
Crayon or marker, paper,
The first thing I'm going to do is show you how to draw two different kinds of cats, a cozy cat and a standing cat. Now, if you already know how to draw a cat, then that's awesome. Great. If you don't, you can practice with me. And as with all the drawing stuff that I show you, you can always have your grown-ups stop and you can practice a step. You can go back and try again. So that's the cool thing about watching me instead of being in the class. You can stop and watch a million times if you need to. All you need is something to draw with and a piece of paper. I'm using a marker and I'm using some white paper I had lying around. If you use crayons or if you're using a pencil instead, whatever feels best in your hand is what you want to do your drawing with. So let's start with Cozy Cat. Cozy Cat starts as an oval. And Cozy Cat is going to be a big oval because she's going to fill up that paper. Now, maybe your Cozy Cat is a he. That's fine. Mine's a she. So I make an oval. Then inside the oval, I'm making a curved line. And see, we have the head. That's almost a circle right there. This is your kitty's head. So we put a triangle here and a triangle here. Those two triangles are the ears. Then we're going to add another triangle right there. That's going to be your kitty's nose. Your kitty is sleeping, so her eyes are closed. So instead of putting dots, what I'm going to do is draw two half circles like that because her eyes are closed. Then I'm going to draw 1, 2 half circles there for your kitty's cheeks. Now all we need are the whiskers. There you go, 3 whiskers, and then the tail. The tail can be kind of tricky. It's a curved line like a little C, and then just a long line up here. There's your cozy cat. You could use that drawing in a book. You could do a small cat in a big picture with lots of other cats. But here she is right there. Now we're going to go to standing cat. Standing cat starts with a circle, which is going to be her head. So when you're drawing your circle, remember that you need space for her body. She's going to have a circle head and a rectangle body and legs, so make sure to have lots of space. So don't make your circle too big. That's about as big as you want to make your circle. This time your kitty's awake, so 2 dots. Then we do her triangle ears. Then you can do a triangle nose. And then the half circles here and here for your kitty's cheeks and whiskers. So right now you have a kitty head. Well, let's add the body. The body is a rectangle shape. So I'm going to make a rectangle here. And then this kitty's only going to have 2 legs showing. Now I make just a little curve at the end of mine, but you could just do rectangles if you wanted to. Just a little curve. Either way is okay. And then I do a long curved triangle for the tail. There you go, that's standing kitty.
Let's watch a video.
It was early in the morning, and Splat was wide awake. Today was his first day at cat school, and his tail wiggled wildly with worry. If I hide from the day, maybe it'll go away, he thought. It didn't go away. Time to get up, said his mum. Time to get dressed, said his mum. I don't have any clean socks, Mum. Maybe I should go to school tomorrow instead, said Splat. You don't wear socks, said his mum. I'm having a bad hair day, Mum. Maybe I should go to school tomorrow instead. His mum combed his hair. Perfect, she said. Don't forget your lunchbox, said his mum. I'll need a friend today, thought Splat, and he dropped his pet mouse, Seymour, into his lunchbox. Time to go, said his mum. The front door won't let me out, Mum. The gate won't let go of my fingers, Mum. The lamppost won't get out of my way, Mum. Mum! You can ride your bike if you like, Splat, said his mum. So he did. But he didn't say a single word. Welcome to cat school, said a big round cat. I'm Mrs. Wimpy Dimple, your teacher. Splat's mom gave him a hug. I'll be back soon, she said. You'll be fine. Everyone, this is Splat. Let's welcome him into our class. said Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Hi, Splat! Mrs. Wimpy Dimple began. Cats are amazing, she said. We're clever, cunning, and quick. Am I amazing too? Asked Splat. Yes, you too, said Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Cats climb trees, drink milk, and chase mice, she continued. Why do we chase mice? Asked Splat. It's what we do, replied Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Why? Asked Splat. Because. Why? 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 Mrs. Wimpy Dimple sighed. Lunchtime, she announced. Splat opened his lunchbox. Mouse! The cats did what cats do. Seymour hid behind a glass bottle, and when the cats saw his face through the glass, they screamed and ran away. Seymour did what all mice want to do. Stop! Cried Splat. Splat! They didn't stop. Enough! Mrs. Wimpy Dimple said. And it ended. It's milk time! Hooray! But the door to the milk cupboard was stuck. No milk today, announced Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Aww! Splat whispered into Seymour's ear. Seymour nodded, and then... A moment later, the door swung open. Mrs. Wimpy Dimple wrote again on the chalkboard. Cats don't chase mice. Hooray! Cheered the class. Soon it was home time. Splat's mom returned and gave him a hug. I've got lots of friends. Cats don't chase mice. I'm amazing. It was early the next morning, and Splat was wide awake. Today was his second day at cat school. And his tail wiggled wildly with excitement.
Let's move.
Welcome to Adventure with Ali. I'm so pleased you could join. Today we're talking about drawing and how to draw cats. Meow, meow, meow. So what I thought we could do to add a bit of movement is we could do some yoga poses that have cats in them. Would you like that? Yay! So, get on your mat or on the floor You're going to put your knees down, your hands in front. You're going to stick your bum out, your head up, and you're going to go moo, moo, moo. And then you're going to stick your tummy in, lift your shoulders up, head down, and say meow, meow, meow. Should we do that again? Great. So stick your bum out, lift your head up, and say moo, moo, moo. And then tummy in, shoulders up, and you're gonna go meow, meow, meow. And that's how you do a cat and cow pose. Well done.
Let's read a book.
The Color Kittens by Margaret Wise Brown, illustrated by Alice and Martin Provison. This is a very old book, my friends, but a very fun one. Once there were two color kittens with green eyes, Brush and Hush. They liked to mix and make colors by splashing one color into another. They had buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets of color to splash around with. Out of these colors, they would make all the colors in the world. The buckets had the colors written on them, but of course the kittens couldn't read. They had to tell by the colors. "It is very easy," said Brush. "Red is red, blue is blue," said Hush. But they had no green. "No green paint," said Brush and Hush. And they wanted green paint, of course, because nearly every place they liked to go was green. Green as cat's eyes, green as grass, by streams of water green as glass. So they tried to make some green paint. Brush mixed red paint and white paint together. And what did that make? It didn't make green, but it made pink. Pink as pigs, pink as toes, pink as a rose or a baby's nose. Then Hush mixed yellow and red together, and it made orange. Orange as an orange tree, orange as a bumblebee, orange as the setting sun sinking slowly in the sea. The kittens were delighted, but it didn't make green. Then they mixed red and blue together, and what did that make? It didn't make green. It made a deep, dark purple. Purple as violets, purple as prunes, purple as shadows on late afternoons. Still no green? And then, oh, wonderful kittens, oh, Brush, oh, Hush. At last, almost by accident, the kittens poured a bucket of blue and a bucket of yellow together, and it came to pass that they had made a green as grass. Green as green leaves on a tree. Green as islands in the sea. The little kittens were so happy with all the colors they had made that they began to paint everything around them. They painted green leaves and red berries, purple flowers and pink cherries, red tables and yellow chairs, black trees with golden pears. Then the kittens got so excited they knocked their buckets upside down and all the colors ran together. Yellow, red, a little blue, and a little black, and that made brown. Brown as a tugboat, brown as an old goat, brown as a beaver, brown. And in all that brown, the sun went down. It was evening, and the colors began to disappear in the warm, dark night. The kittens fell asleep in the warm, dark night with all their colors out of sight, and as they slept, they dreamed their dream. A wonderful dream of a red rose tree that turned all white when you counted to 3. 1, 2, 3. Of a purple land and a pale pink sea where apples fell from a golden tree, and then a world of Easter eggs that danced about on little short legs. And they dreamed that a green cat danced with a little pink dog till they all disappeared in a soft gray fog. And suddenly Brush woke up, and Hush woke up, It was morning. They crawled out of bed into a big bright world. The sky was wild with sunshine. The kittens were wild with purring and pouncing. Pounce, pounce, pounce. They got so pouncy they knocked over the buckets and all the colors ran out together. There were all the colors in the world, and the Color Kittens had made them.
Let's craft. What you need?
Toilet paper roll, marker or crayon, paper, tape, scissors.
For your kitty puppet, you will need a toilet paper roll or a pill bottle, something that's shaped like this, because you can put your hands inside and make a puppet out of it. Or the nice thing about this also is that it just stands there. So see, you could use it as a doll in your house. You could make a puppet show out of it. You could build a castle for it out of blocks. But you want some kind of shape like this. Then you'll also need some paper to make arms and legs and head out of. I just had leftover paper here. You'll need something to draw with because your kitty has facial features there. You'll need some tape. And then when you decorate the kitty's body, you could use fancy tape, which is what I did, or you can actually tape colored paper around your kitty, and I'll show you that too. So if you have some fancy tape, great. If you don't, I'll show you another way to decorate it too. Okay, first part of making your kitty is their head and their arms and their little tail. When I first made my cat, I made my cat's head too small, so I learned that I need to measure. I want my cat's head to be bigger than whatever I'm using for their body. Now, this shape, I want my ears to stick up a little bit more. But basically, I just drew my head shape around this. You could also just put this down and draw a big circle and then come back and draw the ears afterwards. Either way, I've got that. I can cut that out. Now you can use, for your cat's arms and their tail, you can just make 2 rectangles for their arms and a triangle for their legs. But I'll show you that in just a second. First, let's talk about putting features, drawing the face on your kitty. So this kitty's a little fancier. I decided to do eyeballs that are just a little bit different, but you could do them you could do a sleepy kitty like we did with the closed eyes, or you could do 2 dots, or you can do eyes like these. I'm going to show you how to do these eyes. They're 2 big circles, and then I color in the bottom part with pupils like that. So there's another kind of eye that you could do. Then for the nose, I do a V instead of a triangle. And then I draw a long J and a J. And then I just do the regular old whiskers. So there's another way that you can draw a cat. There are lots of ways. Your way is the best way. Take whatever you learned from me and make your own way is what I say. All right, so now we have the head. We're going to put that to the side. We need 2 arms, so we need to measure to make sure that our arms are long enough to stick out. I think that if I cut 2 rectangles like this, they should be good. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I'm just going to cut a curve off the end. Here, I'll draw it so you can see. It's like a C. Now, you don't have to do that part. You could just leave them rectangles. It depends on how fancy you want to get it. I'm going to cut that off. There we go. So now my kitty has arms for each side that I'll put on when I'm decorating. But ta-da! All right, now we need a tail. So my kitty needs a nice long tail. I'm going to measure. I think that's good. So now I'm just going to cut out a triangle. If you needed your grown-up to draw it, they would just draw something like this, like a big long V, or you could do that and then cut it. Okay? So we have all our parts. Now we want to decide how are we going to decorate this kitty. Well, my kitty has decided that they want to wear polka dots. And so I'm going to, I could either draw right on this, but I'm going to make a rectangle and cut it out. And put polka dots on it for my kitty. So there's my rectangle. And I'm measuring it to make sure it fits. Good deal. Okay, so that fits. I'm going to draw on it while it's flat. That's easier to do. So, la 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 la. Ta-da! Purple polka dots. Let's do it. So, I dress my cat first. However you decide to dress your cat first. So I'm putting on their purple polka dot outfit. I'm taping it in the back. You could use your glue stick. If you have a glue stick instead, that's okay. So I'm gonna roll it up here, see that? And, oh no, my kitty said that they also want to have a little purple skirt. So I'm going to use some of my fancy tape and do a really quick wrap around with that. All you have to do is just wrap it around. And it just happens that my fancy tape had a black line on it that looks perfect as a belt. I have such a fancy cat. All right. So, my cat is ready to have all of its arms and its tail taped on. I just go to the back and I just tape on those arms. There we go. And then I'm going to tape on the kitty tail. And we put the fat part in the back and the pointy part sticking out. So it looks like that. And then either with your glue stick or with a piece of tape that's in a circle, like that, you're going to put your kitty cat head right there. Oh my gosh, this is a really purple cat. Okay. Kitty! There you go. You just made a kitty cat.
Let's watch a video.
So much for watching with us. Please be sure to check out other episodes in our series of Celebrating the Arts.